The venerable Rose Bowl. A home to countless big games and big memories. A stadium that is the centerpiece of this country's biggest events. And lasting memories. Tonight, we add another chapter. Inter Milan is here, led by their manager, Jose Mourinho, who for the first time will face his old team and former players from Chelsea in front of a large crowd in Pasadena. This is the World Football Challenge. It is coming to you tonight from the beautiful Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California. Plenty of stars in the house. You saw Will Ferrell, Alyssa Milano, Malcolm McDowell, another famous actress, Charlize Theron, all here tonight to watch two outstanding teams play. Chelsea will be kicking off their portion of the tour. Inter Milan, for them, it's their second game. Remember, they played on Sunday in Palo Alto, California, Stanford Stadium. The opponent was Club America after scoreless first half off the corner kick. Juan Carlos Silva, wicked left-footed shot, 1-0 lead for Club America. But Inter Milan would come back off of a corner kick of their own. Ivan Cordova gets it. Controversy in this game. Penalty kicks as well. Oscar Rojas gets it. And Club America wins. It was a very emotional Jose Mourinho on that night. A pleasant good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Rose Bowl with John Harkes. I'm JP Dellacamera. As emotional as it might have been the other night for Jose Mourinho, it won't come close to tonight when he goes against his former team.
There's no chance, and there's so many emotions, and it's all about the connections that he has with the ex-players. When he left Chelsea, well, he left them in good standing. What a fantastic club it was, winning ways. Now he comes back with Inter, and he has to win this game. He wants to win one over his old club. Talk about the other coach, Ancelotti, who is now left AC Milan. He is coaching Chelsea. What a great mix-up. Some of the fantastic coaches in the world. He wants to have a great winning season in the EPL, but also Champions League football for Chelsea.
Chelsea will have an outstanding lineup tonight. They'll be led up top by Didier Drogba. We'll also see Michael Essien.
That's right. We talked about some of the stars tonight that are off the field. The ones that are on the field, they're going to be doing it. And Didier Drogba, he has had a lot of injuries last season, only 5 goals in the EPL, but he's healthy. Great preseason start so far. They say he needs to be on form for them to get some of the trophies that they're looking for this year. And when we talk about Michael Essien, what a stalwart in the midfield. Excellent first touch on the ball. Great vision. A lion when he comes forward. Look forward to seeing the Ghanaian international do it tonight. Those are just a couple of the stars and a couple of the stories you will see and hear tonight. But the biggest story, Jose Mourinho, they call him the special one. He coaches against his former team tonight.
Please don't call me arrogant because what I'm saying is true. I'm European champion. I think I'm a special one.
In football terms, like a father figure to me. He came to Chelsea and he kind of gave me that kind of self-confidence he has, and he kind of put it into me. So I'll always thank him, you know, for what I've done in my career. He's been a huge influence, and I love the man. I think I love him as a manager. I think he's a genius manager.
High praise coming from Frank Lampard, the only player that played a full 90 on Saturday against the Seattle Sounders. Did well under Jose Mourinho, and you'd expect he would do the same under Carlo Ancelotti. Here's the starting lineup first for Chelsea.
Well, Drogba gets a shout today with Kalou up front, Malouda on the outside, and Essien. Look to see if he tucks in a little bit more in behind Lampard. Of course, Peter Cech in goal. When we look at Inter Milan, well, Ancelotti made a couple of changes, not a lot, but Zanetti, what a great player he is. Gets a starting lineup tonight, but Mota pushed a little bit higher up front. Great pickup in the offseason. Mota, Obi on the outside. Balotelli gets the nod as a 4-5-1 formation.
We'll be coming back with the kickoff. Will Ferrell helping out with the ceremonial toss. Come back with us to the World Football Challenge. Fans still piling into this magnificent stadium. So many great memories here over the years. Didier Drogba and many of the other stars. I wonder if they're holding this up for international television. This game is going to be seen both in Italy and in England very early in the morning, depending on the time difference. Okay, the photographers have to leave the field. That's what the holdup was for. And then we'll get this one started. We'll see how it all plays out.
You see Mota pushed up front a little bit. What an excellent player he is. He played fantastic against Club America. Great vision on the ball. Balotelli, number 45. So many great players out here on the field, and it's good to see that throughout this tournament, the exposure in the game for the U.S.
Here we go. Santon to the right. Will push it back. Cordoba. Out on the far side. Pushed back by Kibu. Bordiso in the middle to Cordoba. Zanetti knocked away from him. Throw in for Inter Milan. Davide Santon, the 18-year-old, got it in. Balotelli trying to push it forward to Vieira. That's too far. The captain is back. John Terry for Chelsea. Walking around town today, saw a lot of Inter jerseys, Chelsea jerseys, so hard to know, at least from the walk today in Pasadena, who's going to be the favored side here.
I was at the Inter Milan hotel last night, and there's plenty of Inter Milan fans walking around. Got to speak to Jose Mourinho briefly. Lots of emotions for him, coaching against his old club. He had so many great moments with Chelsea and with the players.
He pushed it back. 12 of the ball is Mikel. John Terry. Ashley Cole. Chelsea with a build-up. Kalou played it to Cole, going inside. Malouda knocked out of play. Corner kick. Chelsea there first.
Well, it's a great overlap and run here, and here's a space. You see Malouda trying to get this across. Cordova, great defending, leads to the corner.
They played it short to Malouda. It comes inside. Over the bar, over Belic.
Well, they're very lucky right now because you see Carvalho come forward. Patrick Vieira was the closest player. There's Vieira. Good defending from him. He had to get across the front of that man. Free space there. A quick, short free kick that they took Chelsea.
Second quarter. See Zanetti in your screen now, back to wearing the captain's armband. A long time Inter captain. Off that corner. On the in-swinger, headed over. Opportunity there for John Terry.
And again, Patrick Vieira coming in and bumping Terry just at the last moment. John Terry, so many controversial situations with him in regards to will he stay or go. Man City still saying Mark Hughes, the coach, still wants to, they want to get him. They want to put the money in, but they said no, he's not going.
What's your thought on that? You think he'd leave?
I think he's going to stay with Chelsea.
Chelsea fans would love that for sure. Long kick from Belic. Knocked away by Lampard. Inter will get it back on the touch. Kibu goes back to Cordoba. He scored that tying goal against Club America on Sunday. Santo. Pushed back by Cambiasso, who had a strong game on Sunday. Kibu. Kept it on the ground. Balotelli. Zanetti. Santo. Cambiasso, the Argentinian international, goes the opposite way to the Romanian Kibu.
It's pretty amazing, isn't it? How many one-touch balls and the possession that they have right now. With the international players that are out there, they make it look so easy. The vision, the first touch, it's beautiful. This is great to watch.
Kibu, no room on that side. Essien shuts that down. On that far side of the field, Obi tried to cut inside, knocked away. Foul is called by Ricardo Salazar. The ball belongs to Chelsea here in the 5th minute. Mikel's pass in the middle of the field. Wide to Cole. Questionable back. That's picked off by Santon, stepping up and reading it. Vieira. Cambiasso. Over the top for Kibu. Much room there. And here's Chelsea taking off with it in his space. Kalou, early ball, right wing. Drogba. The Ivory Coast striker got it in low. He was looking to return it to Kalou. Up for a throw in for Chelsea. Essien will tap it back. All the way back in the Chelsea side of the field. Switched across by Mikel. The look peg of Ashley Cole. Maluda stripped of the ball. Inter with numbers forward. Balotelli leads the charge. Tackle away. So much for those numbers. Carvalho helped on the stop. Long ball to Drogba, doesn't connect. Halfway line, held up there is Mota. Thiago Mota looked very strong on Sunday against Club America. The team had a different look when Mota came out of the lineup.
Absolutely. He just had so much quality to the field, his vision, his calmness on the ball. Very poised. What a great pickup that was in the offseason.
Kiwi's pass in the wing. Inter will keep it there. Mota's pass to the outside. Obi will chase it down. And finally, it rolls out. Throw in for Chelsea. Branislav Ivanovic, Serbian international, played as a sub the other night. That Seattle match. 7th minute, scoreless. In this World Football Challenge between Chelsea and Blue, Inter Milan, in their new look, white uniforms. Vieira was denied. Ashley Cole is on it. Lampard looks for Kalou. Is off target. Cambiasso with the early ball. For the long strides of Balotelli. John Terry read it well. He was over there. Santon's throw into Javier Zanetti. Will knock into the box. Nobody there in white. Maluda for Lampard. Mario's pass to the right side. Ivanovic slowed it down there. Michael Essien. A little bit of room for the Ghanaian international. And he passed that one away. Oh, what a good ball. Strong run by Mota, but it was lost. Good to see Chelsea playing with the 3 African players. Everyone was wondering why we didn't see them the other night, but it's preseason and it's early. We knew we'd see them on this tour. Lampard. Drogba. Bellis comes out late. Net is empty. Drogba, tough angle. He cut it back, and there's no one there in blue. Drogba makes things exciting.
Well, he definitely does well to get to that ball because it was played very hard by Frank Lampard. Comes off a defender, and it just kind of sits in that in-between spot. Difficult for Belic coming off his line. But the one thing, too, you talk about Mikel in the midfield and Essien out wide. Well, Essien's really not a right-sided midfielder. More likes to drift inside. That's why there's no right midfielder getting into the box on the end of that.
Cordova. To the middle it goes. Pushed out wide by Burdisso. Kivu. Vieira. Left off by Mota. On the run. Inter looking a bit dangerous here. Santon, could he cross it? He'll keep it. Left foots it inside. Stretching, but just missing it was Vieira. Maluda in the 10th minute. Cole. Deflected away. Cambiasso.
Cambiasso's been very tight to Frank Lampard. Don't want to give him the space. There's Drogba just on the end of that last chance. There it is. See Lampard, he finds a space in the midfield. He tries to push this through. It's a bit too hard, but he does reach out and catches it. Great ball back in, and it's unfortunate it just doesn't connect. But not enough blues in the box.
possession, halfway line. Chelsea will keep it. Maluda on the ball for Ashley Cole. English international. Did he touch it out? I'm going to say it was Chelsea's ball. Back to Cole near the corner flag as he crossed that ball. Off target intended for Kalu. Sent the other way by Kivu. Ivanovic is back on it for Michael Essien. Maluda just inked a new 3-year deal with Chelsea. On the turn, Drogba from distance. Off Belic in it. 1-0 Chelsea.
Jose Mourinho cannot be happy with that, nor can he be happy with Belic, because the goalkeeper very slow to react. Here's the space right here as he turns, checks for the ball. Great first turn, but nobody really putting pressure. A little bit of a deflection to the far post. See that? And it beats Belic early in this game. And Drogba, he's putting his stamp on the preseason already with his first start in the World Football Challenge. Keeper should have had it.
The 31-year-old is in his 5th year with the team. Disappointing last year. He had some injuries. Total of 14 goals. One year he had 33 just a few years ago in all competitions, but a very dangerous player to say the least.
He's so strong and powerful. Great strike. You give a player like that space in the field just outside the 18, he's going to turn and have a go at goal.
Mikel's pass. We'll see if that changes things here, opens things up a little bit. It's still early, 12th minute now. Carvalho's pass. Kalu. Sent over by Essien. Maluda, French international, over the top. Knocked down. There's some holding going on there in terms of the jersey. Lampard is deep. Here's the cross, headed away. Essien should be able to get to this, or he'll leave it instead for Ivanovic. Ashley Cole. The pass from Lampard. Almost got that one through to Kalu. Ashley Cole leaves it for Lampard. Cole with a fake. He'll come back against Sanford. Intended for Lampard. Good read and a clearance from Cambiasso. Ashley Cole take this throw in. Got it free. Here's Lampard from distance. Went near post. Belic in the full stretch, but it was wide.
Well, what a great ball played from Maluda into Frank Lampard. Great skill. And you see Lampard, we've seen him score so many goals from distance. Great technique, and the ball drops nicely for him in front. Just off the laces, and bang. Look at that. Just past the near post.
Terry will go back to goal. Better check. He'll keep it there. He played the first 45 against Seattle on Saturday. What a great crowd that was in that Sounders game, and a lot of green coming to watch Seattle more than Chelsea. Over 65,000 in attendance.
And the whole bottom bowl of that stadium stood the whole game. It's amazing.
You throw in here for Inter. They get it in quickly. Balotelli. Ball is knocked away. Out apparently for a throw-in. Chelsea will have it. They have the lead on a Didier Drogba goal. Came in the 11th minute. Mikel. Cole. Terry. Mikel picked up. Inter has it. Zanetti. Cambiasso. Bordiso for Kivu.
15th minute. Milan, 4 straight Scudettos. They've got their eyes, though, on the Champions League. They need to do better in that competition. Essien from distance, thinking about it. Now sees an opportunity to find Ivanovic on the run. Nice knockback. Ivanovic inside for Drogba. Save Belic. That was well done all around.
It was excellent, and Drogba knows too that it was a difficult ball in the air, but at the same time, he didn't catch it right. Belic makes the save, but what a great run from Ivanovic. He gets forward here, the 1-2. Great give and go with Lampard. And a driven ball across. Chelsea looking very good in the final third right now against Inter Milan. Connecting the players, the movement, the interchanging of the positions on the field has been very good. Good balance.
15 minutes gone. Your thoughts on the game so far?
It's been a great game. You got some of the best players in the world out here making it look so easy, moving the ball about. Inter Milan, though, with the 4-5-1 formation, having a little bit of a tough time connecting up front. Balotelli being left on his own, the number 45 at times. Need to push some players forward.
The local captain, John Terry, positioning his players off that throw-in. Young Balotelli trying to gain the end line. Ashley Cole knocked it out. It's a corner kick, first one for Inter Milan.
You know, Chelsea did well against Seattle, getting the early goal with Daniel Sturridge, the 19-year-old. And again tonight, in the first kickoff of the World Football Challenge for them, they're scoring early. Very important for them.
Balotelli went near post. Better check. Tough to beat him there. On the distribution, upfield is Chelsea. Essien's pass, he'll get it back. Has Lampard. Back for Essien, then back to the middle. Mikel from Carvalho. Maluda.
You see how Maluda comes inside and gives Ashley Cole that left back. Loads of space to get forward.
Hard challenge. Patrick Vieira went right through. Getting a warning from Ricardo Salazar. Vieira was one of the many who were carded in Sunday's match. Went right through Mikel there. Here's Cole. Left side. Finding his man, Mikel. Essien. Carvalho. Essien seeing a lot of the ball. The first 17+ minutes. Cole trying to go wide. Zanetti wouldn't give him that room. It's out for a throw-in. Javier Zanetti, 14th season with Inter Milan.
What a great leader as well. Been captain since '99.
Yep. Age 35. Doesn't appear to be slowing down.
No, not at all. He and Cambiasso, they do such a good job of understanding each other. Two Argentine internationals in the midfield. You see Vieira start stepping up here. He doesn't want to lose to Chelsea. Patrick Vieira is very competitive on the field so far.
Lampard dished it off. Played wide for Ashley Cole against Santon. Mikel. Good idea in the switch if that ball is delivered right. Brought down by Ivanovic. Kalu. Halfway line, kept by Carvalho. Ashley Cole is right there. Cole kept it in. It's close. And Cambiasso knocked it away, apparently, off Lampard. Trying to use his strength, Balotelli. John Terry took him down. Maluda. Ivanovic. Kel. Some room on that right flank. Ivanovic, that was a tough ball for him. And that ball was out of play. You're watching the 2009 World Football Challenge from the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California. Chelsea versus Inter Milan. Inter have already played one match in this tournament. That was against Club America. This is Chelsea's debut in this tournament. Drogba with the only goal. thus far. Up in front of the bench area. Throw in for Inter Milan. Not had too much in terms of play in the offensive third, and challenges on Petr Cech. Zanetti on the throw in. Santon. The chase. He was after it. Drogba with a look up. He has Kalou with him. Plenty of white jerseys coming back, including Cambiasso. Couldn't hear the whistle, but it did sound. And it's against Inter. That was 2-on-4, and Drogba and company still made it look dangerous.
No, he didn't. You saw the diagonal run there, really, from Kalou off of Drogba. That opened up space for him. He would have taken off to goal. Inter had to kind of obstruct him, foul him. But Chelsea looked very organized. Great shape, the 4-4-2. Kalou trying to play a little bit higher at times with Drogba.
Lampard is deep, not over the ball, but he might be the one to take this.
Well, we've seen him hit it from this distance before. Maluda.
He'll leave it for Lampard. That shot right at goal. Right at Belic. 22nd minute. Chelsea with a 1-goal lead thanks to Drogba. Maluda broken up by Balotelli. Big jersey tug there will result in a foul.
Again, when Balotelli checks for the ball, he's got nobody else to lay it back to in the third man through. It's Milan need to get players forward. They want to get back into this game.
Like this with Kivu all the way up from his left back spot. Knocked out. He'll gain a throw in though for Inter. In for Mota. Santon. Lifted off. The personal Zanetti finds Cambiasso. Santon still pushed up. Under pressure from Cole. And he ran that into traffic, lost it. Kalou, can he split two? That's deflected. He's going to get it back. Good effort by Kalou.
Well, Paradiso comes across this time with a good timing and challenge. He was the one that fouled Drogba in the last play, but very picked up there. You can't lose the ball against players like Kalou and Drogba as they go forward. Too much pace.
Intended for Balotelli. Hard challenge there. And some warnings.
Some physical challenges going on. This is a great, very competitive game so far.
Sometimes friendlies are not the easiest to officiate in. Ricardo Salazar is dealing with teams with many international stars.
He's done well to allow the game to breathe and play. I think he's done a very good job of that.
Santon. From the bench area, Zanetti tackled away, throw in Inter. Santon back to Cordoba. Colombian international goes across the way. Kivu. Kept it on the ground. That's a bit too far. Let's go downstairs for a chat with Alan Hopkins.
Good evening, JP and John. Well, you mentioned earlier Jose Mourinho, of course, going against his former team, against Inter Milan, Chelsea, of course. And what he did earlier was wait for a lot of parade of players to come through. Alex, Dzeko, Anelka, they all came through, gave their admiration to the man that helped build this club. Peter Kenyon, who also was here tonight, made sure he exchanged pleasantries with Jose as well. And, of course, the Hollywood beat you guys, Charlize Theron was here earlier, along with Will Ferrell, who was out there for the ceremonial coin toss, who told me that him and John Terry are boys. But he said Javier Zanetti got into a staring contest with him, as he said, quote, that Inter Milan dude didn't like me. Guys.
Thanks, Alan. I'm sure that Alan, I'm sure that he probably gave him a little line from one of his movies, Shake and Bake. What does that mean, Shake and Bake?
Favorite Will Ferrell movie was?
Too many good ones. Old school?
I'm going with Anchorman.
Anchorman was good. Talladega, what was it called? Talladega Nights? What's going on here?
They're not talking about the movies there.
No, there's more drama, but it's real. It's happening into the boards.
Lampard and Berdiso.
Yeah.
We may be saying preseason. That was not preseason to them.
Yeah, but he's not happy because he thought it was too close to the end line. Jose Marino, he doesn't look flustered at all, does he? This is nothing.
That's not a bad impression. Jose Mourinho going up against Carlo Ancelotti. They went up against each other last year in Serie A. Ancelotti's team finished in 3rd place. Mourinho's team finished in 1st.
He saw next to Ancelotti there, Ray Wilkins, ex-player, who's been with so many great managers that have come through Chelsea. As an assistant coach, Ray Wilkins did very well.
Mota was brought down. Here's where Ricardo Salazar has to watch, because the emotions now, the temperature seems to have been turned up at field level.
Well, it doesn't look like a preseason game, does it? When we talk about friendlies, well, when it's these two clubs and there's a lot of pride and egos on the line, all of that goes out the window. The competitiveness, they need to win. So, yeah, he does have to manage the game, and he needs to be involved straight away.
27th minute, 1-0 Chelsea. Inter looking for an equalizer, but has not really come close against Petr Cech. He's not had to do much in goal.
That's because of the 4-5-1 situation. When you look at Jose Marino, and he's trying to set up players like Mota who can get forward and link up with Balotelli, it's not happening. They don't have enough possession to then put the players in advanced positions.
His best strikers, by the way, are on the bench. Milito is one, and Ibrahimovic, if you're wondering about him, that deal has not happened. He is on the bench wearing uniform number 10. Not sure if we'll see him, but that deal, by the fact that he's still here, is not done.
Well, and again, you could talk about the subs that could be made. Milito, 2nd leading goal scorer in Serie A. Ibrahimovic, the #1 leading goal scorer in Serie A.
Here's Balotelli. Maybe the one who will have to pick up some of the slack.
Carvalho's going to feel that. Balotelli hit that one hard.
Will Ferrell. He's got good seats.
Right now he's saying, these players, he's like, where's my coffee? It's a little bit better than kicking and screaming.
It's good to see the celebs out here tonight. Earlier, Hollywood United played out here, and they have many actors on their team. Yeah,
I was in goal.
On that right side of the field, Inter will keep it. They're in white. Santa, give and go, didn't work. Chelsea had that one stuffed out. And they'll keep it and move it. Lampard. Drogba. Maluda. Tackled away finally by Inter Milan. We saw enough of that. Riasso played it up for Balotelli.
Well, you got the 2 center backs for Chelsea not marking anybody because Balotelli is dropping back into the midfield. So Terry and Carvalho, so far it's a cakewalk.
What can Balotelli do different?
What can he do different? Yeah. Score?
Besides?
No, he's on his own. He needs to have another player up front. Maybe they push up Mota, they leave Cambiasso in the midfield.
They have to do something else different, you're saying, not Balotelli doing anything different. Right?
No. Just the team is shape.
Maluda has it.
Chelsea, though. They're just so many good players keeping possession of the ball.
Maluda. In the middle. Lampard had plenty of time to look all around. Found the best option now for ESPN. In for Drogba. That's cleared away. Kibu bumping with ESPN. ESPN won that physical battle. Maybe not. He's going to be called for the foul. Coverage of the World Football Challenge continues tomorrow and Friday. First on ESPN 2 tomorrow, 7 Eastern. We'll get to see Ronaldinho and AC Milan facing Pablo Pardo in Club America. Then on ESPN Friday at 8 Eastern, Gucci and Yeru and AC Milan take the field again, taking on Chelsea. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. have a look at Diego Milito, who was warming up on the sideline.
Well, something I've been calling out for. You need to have another striker in there. It'd be nice to see kind of Milan go to a 4-4-2 situation with two strikers.
Cambiasso to Santon. Balotelli made the run. And he's the one that's going to get called for the foul. Knocking down John Terry.
Pretty special night here in the Rose Bowl. When you think about it, down the line, you might see these two teams compete in the Champions League. You know, and to see that here in the Rose Bowl, great night.
What was it like? You played here at '94 World Cup against Colombia.
It was a little bit creepy when we walked into our hotel, wasn't it? Because that used to be the hotel we stayed in for the World Cup. When we beat Colombia here, all the memories come back in, the emotions. What a great victory that was for the U.S.
Kel. Give it up to Maluda. Cole. For Maluda. 31st minute, Chelsea leads on a Didier Drogba goal. It came in the 11th minute. Drogba laid it off. Essien. Ivanovic. Essien chased from behind by Mota. Mikel.
See what they do so well is they're very patient, great vision, the first touch, excellent. There's so much to be learned. Any youth teams that are here are watching this at home just to see the way they move the ball. It's excellent. We saw Barcelona do this to Chelsea in the Champions League. Once you lose the ball to Barcelona, it's hard to get it back. I'm starting to see Chelsea do that.
Tug there, knocked away. And bring it back. Famous actress Charlize Theron.
She's waving to you, JP.
That'd be nice if it were true. I think she's waving to you. Recognized you from that game in '94.
One of the movies was on the other day that she was in, the Italian Job. It's great.
She's very popular here.
The wave.
She was down on the field. Great atmosphere tonight at the Rose Bowl. Hope you're enjoying this with us here in the 33rd minute. 1-0 for Chelsea in this preseason tournament match. A free kick here for Inter. '18-year-old Mario Balotelli, third year with Inter. This could be a huge year for him. On the whistle, Balotelli will play it low, give it up, headed down by Cambiasso, but now Chelsea will take off. Not for long, Santon, near wing, kept in play. It was Vieira that was knocked down. It's so noisy you really can't hear the whistle.
Well, Vieira, if you remember playing at Arsenal, there's so many great players. They're going up against Lampard and his own teammate, Ashley Cole, the left back. Freddie Ljungberg on those teams in the past with Arsenal.
Balotelli is ready to send it in low, knotted down by Chelsea. From Maluda, Kalu. It's played by Santon. But then he had it picked off. Drogba, look at that. Well done by Chelsea. Here they come with Cole. Kalu. Last pass failed, but Essien got it back. Looks for Ivanovic. And finally it went out.
No, if you're not playing the ball at the feet, the weight of the pass is so important. I was down on the field earlier, JP. It is. It's flat, nice surface, really beautiful, but the ball's going to roll fast today on this surface.
Just called on Ivanovic. He's going to be warned about that. 35th minute. Chelsea's up on a Drogba goal that came in the 11th minute. Balotelli. Nice cut inside. Squared it. Vieira tackle away. That took a long time to develop. Vieira's still down. And Cambiaso has it. He wanted to see if his teammate was okay. That's why he didn't clear it out. Vieira bounced right back up. The OB pass too far for Kivu.
Patrick Vieira thought he had a little bit more time. Carvalho and Terry did a great job just to shut that down.
Very experienced player with France. Trying to just remain healthy. Injuries have taken its toll on him.
He's also competing against Malouda, French international teammate. And when he's healthy, JP, I would think he has to be on the field.
Yeah, 3 World Cups to his credit. Carvalho to Ivanovic. Mikel. Wide open is Malouda. Took too long to get there. He was able to get back and defend. The World Football Challenge at ESPN is brought to you by Volkswagen. Visit VW.com or your local dealer during the Autobahn for the all-summer events. Lampard's pass. He's looking for Kalu. Foul was called. And Inter got the worst of that.
Yeah, I think that was the wrong call, actually, because Solomon Kalou did a very good job of getting to the ball, saving it from going out, and then cutting it back in play. Cordova was falling over, I think, underneath him, so...
Santon for Inter. 37th minute. Santon steps up, gave it away again. Cordova lost it. Kalu, first touch too strong.
Yeah, big first touch.
Cordova right now is having a conversation with the referee Salazar. It's going to be a corner kick. Third one coming up for Chelsea.
Plenty of players in the box, Terry being one of them.
Driven across. That's too far. Carvalho was the closest one to it. Inter Milan will be able to put it back into play. They've added Lucio to their squad. We remember him from the Brazil team in the Confederations Cup. He's with the team. Not suited up, though, we were told, for tonight. Arrived yesterday, late, practiced with the team today. What an addition he is, strong central defender.
Well, it just keeps, you know, adding on more quality each time. Still some transfers that could go through even this week.
Yeah, some big ones. All the way back towards Petr Cech. That was knocked out for a corner.
Well, you're lucky that wasn't on the goal frame.
Yeah, would have gone
It was
in.
wide of the goal. Yeah, it would have went past him, skipped through. You know, Terry reaching in there, Balotelli applying the pressure, and, well, the touch just evading Petr Cech.
Second corner is coming up for Inter Milan. Balotelli drives it across. That missed everybody. Going for Chelsea.
You saw Chelsea there with 2 men on the post, one of them being Drogba. Dropped back in there to mark up a pole on the posts.
Coverage of Major League Baseball on ESPN continues with Wednesday Night Baseball presented by Smirnoff Ice. 8 Eastern, Red Sox taking on the Rangers. Then this weekend at 8 Eastern, Sunday Night Baseball presented by Taco Bell. The Chicago White Sox taking on the Detroit Tigers. Malouda's pass for Chelsea. Mikel. Lampard wide with that pass. Ivanovic. In the 40th minute, Essien drives it high and wide for Felic.
You know, one of the things that people used to say about Essien was he had everything, but he couldn't strike the ball properly. And then in the last year and a half, 2 years, he's been hitting some bombs from far out. I'm sure he wants to have a go here in the Rose Bowl. Test Bellet.
Keeper. Pass to the far side. Inter trying to keep it. It's off Ivanovic. Apparently a foul was called. Keeper bringing it to the middle. Cambiasso. Back from Maluda. Lampard receives it well, gives off well to ESPN, and then he gave it up as Zanetti cut it in the middle to read it. And Turek off Mota has not been as effective today as he was Sunday, at least not so far in that match against Club America.
Yeah, Thiago Mota was more of a deeper player against Club America, I think. If he was able to find space and spread the ball and open up the game for him. Now that he's been asked, really, by Jose Mourinho to push a little bit higher up the field. Numbers short in advanced positions, so he can't get the ball as much.
Santon. 42nd minute, Cordova will play it back. Cordova, the veteran, to the young Santon. Santon is making his second straight start at right back for Inter. Going for Zanetti. Vieira, Cordova. Go back to Belic. Cordova. Here is Zanetti, taken away. Lampard laid it off. Kanu holds it. Looks. Tackle away. Should be another corner for Chelsea.
And an excellent individual play defensively for Cordova. And the Inter Milan back line is very excited that he made that play, because look at Chelsea. The Blues running straight at them. Numbers up, and here's the one-on-one individual. Solomon Kalou cannot get around him, leads to the corner.
Fourth one for Chelsea. Up by a goal, driven toward the back post. And it just went off Kalou. Out wide it goes. Did a lot of talking tonight about Jose Mourinho. How about equal time? Carlo Ancelotti downstairs to Alan Hopkins.
It's almost like politics all over again, JP. Of course, Carlo Ancelotti, for all intents and purposes, really trying to replace the big vacant shoes left by Jose Mourinho. Of course, Luis Felipe Scolari did not last long in charge. Many people believe inside the club that was because of players like Michael Ballack, Didier Drogba went above Luis Felipe Scolari's head and complained, and that's a big reason why Gus Hiddink came in. Of course, Gus would not be able to get out of his contract with Russia with the World Cup coming up, and in steps Ancelotti, who so far tonight has really been slowly integrating himself into the team. Simple commands in English, telling the left side players to wait or get wide or to push forward. But the other thing that's really interesting to see is just really how calm the bench is. I think you're starting to see his effect kind of filter through. The last thing, you guys, from my vantage point, John, you've been hard to put about it all half long. The synchronicity of the movement off the ball. When you're on the ball, you got 6-7 options, and that's why it makes it so easy to play the ball and keep the ball in possession.
Yeah, I agree, Alan. I mean, they have done well. They're very balanced. And when you talk about a manager who has had so much success, he brings that calmness to the team. And he did say earlier when we were talking to him in Palo Alto, the interviews, he said, look, this team, I love the attitude of this team, and I just want to make sure that they believe in each other.
You know, it's great. He wanted to do his press conferences in English. That's obviously their native language. We saw Fabio Capello. You and I were at a press conference when England played against the United States. He's trying to do the same thing, but we're seeing a little bit of a trend with the Italian coach. I know Chelsea's had Italian coaches in the past, but it's pretty interesting lately.
Yeah, looking to maybe a little bit change the style of play, you know, in the EPL with some different players, but also the influence from the coaches. And Ancelotti, a terrific, very down-to-earth man. He was raised on a farm, and he just seems very calm about himself, doesn't he? Good presence.
Yeah. Ivanovic will have a throw-in in the late stages of this first half. We'll see how much stoppage time is put on. It's the 25-year-old white back. Try to go inside for Drogba, who was tied up. Chelsea lost it there. In the middle, it's Vieira. Waiting the halftime whistle as Vieira played it up. Back to Patrick Vieira. Pressure from Essien. Mota. We're in stoppage time. Bielsa's pass. Cordoba. Zanetti. With some blows, that's going to do it.
Time is moving quickly. Only 323 days until the start of the 2010 FIFA World Cup. Stay tuned to the ESPN networks for full coverage of the tournament from South Africa. All 64 games will be broadcast in high definition. The countdown begins. Here at the Rose Bowl, a fantastic night so far. We're at halftime of this World Football Challenge. Chelsea has a 1-0 lead versus Inter Milan. We welcome you back to Pasadena with John Harkes. I'm JP Della Camera. What a dominating first-half performance it was from Chelsea.
Well, there's so many good passers on the ball throughout the Chelsea midfield, and really look at the shape and the balance that they have. Ancelotti is allowing that freedom of expression on the field, and when you have Drogba up front, Kalou up front, well, this is what happens. You see here the marking up, it's tight. Cordoba is there, but look, now as he receives the ball and turns, well, players are all around, but they're not marked up. You know, and as he turns and finishes towards goal, that's what's going to happen. Drogba gets that space, and he's going to hurt you. A little bit of deflection. I thought that Bellis should have had it as it bounces down, but they're up 1-0, Chelsea. And they start that with that dominating performance, and that confidence just leads to more.
There'll be some changes. You're looking at a couple of them there. Sturridge and Anelka are over the ball. We're confirming all of the changes now as we speak. We only see one for Inter, but Chelsea has made 5 changes. On the ball is Mikel as the second half is underway. Chelsea's in blue, Inter is in white. Alex is on as that ball is played up. Petr Cech still in goal for Chelsea. That's Milito cutting inside, and Petr Cech, that's the first big play he's had to make tonight.
Well, again, it's just all about the changes at halftime. Milito, the second leading scorer in Serie A, comes to this club from Genoa, and he gets an opportunity early in the second half right away. Petr Cech being tested.
Far side of the field for Chelsea. Off the foot, Deco. Thibault. Too far for Milito. He may still get to this ball. It's going to go out of play. Alex was there defending. Still confirming all of the Chelsea changes. We mentioned they had 9 changes at halftime of the Seattle match. Ballack and Lampard were the only 2 that had stayed out there, and Ballack has gone home with a toe injury. Broken toe, I heard. That's tough for him because great player when he's healthy. He's had some injury problems with Chelsea. Essien's on the ball.
We saw Deco with Lampard in that first friendly against Seattle. He played so well, Deco. Excellent player. Ancelotti might like to see him more involved this season.
Deco has it. Played to the right side, Ivanovic. Anelka, but it's wide.
Talk about goal scorers. Well, Nicolas Anelka knows what that's all about. The one touch here, laid it back. The strike not on the frame. But again, just to see that he has the willingness to have a go to the far post.
Anelka's in. One of the changes that have been made. Drogba, Kalou, Carvalho are out. And Malouda. Too far on the pass for Zanetti. Applauds the effort nonetheless. John, what can we look for tactically different in the second half after the changes?
Of course, Inter Milan needs to have a little bit more in the attacking third. Somebody else playing up front. They made that change already with Milito coming on, the number 22 up front. see if they can score, or actually, you know, just keep a little bit more possession in that final third against Chelsea. But they're doing such a good job with the possession right now, Chelsea.
Deco laid it off inside the box. The cut, and the shot was blocked. Sturridge looking up. The cross was deflected out. Was that handled? If it was, it's a penalty. And it is. Chelsea with a chance to go up by 2.
You see as that loose ball comes through. Paradiso getting a yellow card right there for the argument. Here's the ball, and Deco keeps it alive. It's a great first touch. The cut back. There's the first shot blocked by Cordova. As he gets back up on his feet, the hands come up for the second attempt in the cross from Daniel Sturridge, and already Sturridge scored in the first game against Seattle in the friendly as a 19-year-old. Frank Lampard now, he's been in his position so many times, confident on the ball. Against Belic, the one-on-one situation.
Experience in Lampard versus young 19-year-old Belic.
And the flashes of the camera start as they see Lampard prepared to take this.
Chelsea up by 1, a chance to double the lead. Lampard with a strike and a goal. 2-0 Chelsea.
Well, already you're seeing the difference with the changes at halftime. Daniel Sturridge involved, Deco involved. It leads to this, and it's an easy, calm finish for Frank Lampard. Picked his corner, stuck it in. Chelsea up 2-0.
Pass on the left side was from Kivu, too far. Alex let it go out for a ball for Chelsea.
You know, against Club America, we were talking about Ibrahimovic not starting in that game. He came on second half a little bit surprised, right? We were saying, is that transfer going to happen?
What a great relationship those two have had. Lampard said, loved him as a man, loved him as a manager. Mota has it blocked. Vieira slides it over. Kivu had to track it down. And he went down.
You wonder if Ibrahimovic is going to come on here in the second half, or if they're keeping him off. That possible change to Barcelona with Eto'o, the swapping of the strikers.
Lampard now has had goals in 2 straight games since coming over here to America. The first game not part of that Chelsea tour, not part of the official World Football Challenge, but a part of the Chelsea tour. Ibrahimovic, meanwhile, is warming up on the sideline. So again, that's got to tell you, the deal not done. I wouldn't even think it's all that close if they're going to play him. What a challenge that was, and Alex won it. He's up against young Balotelli. Alex plays it back to Petr Cech. Won in the other day. Petr Cech only played a half. This time, maybe going the distance. It shows you what you were talking about maybe before. Both teams really do want to win this game.
Well, that's exactly what we were just saying at halftime as well with Will in the Sports Center, because it's very competitive. These teams want to win. Both coaches are very competitive. They want to start things off right before the seasons kick off.
Nice idea from Sturridge, and Elka will control it. Pushed across, headed wide. Lampard goes after it against Santon and company. Zanetti was over there too. Deco played it back. Mikel has Essien. Too slow on that pass, but Essien may recover this. He's got help with him. And Ivanovic.
And you see the fluid movement of the players coming forward from Chelsea.
Swept away. Picked up by Mota. And given right back. Mikel.
Great shape from Chelsea. Even when they turn the ball over, they recover it back again.
Slipping through. ESPN. Away. The wing that was Keeper for Mota. To Milan, a couple of goals down as Jose Mourinho goes up against his former team and can't be appreciating this scoreline or the performance. Forget the 2 goals on the board, because even at 1-0, Chelsea was dominating.
They were moving the ball very well, controlling the game.
Check up the middle for Mikel.
Get your cell phones ready. You can still win an official signed jersey from Chelsea or Inter Milan.
They haven't announced the attendance yet, but you can see so many more sections have filled in since the night started. Long for storage on a bounce. It's Belic.
Well, it's good to see Deco looking for that ball. He's so good on the ball, coordination, first touch vision, but he's able to play those balls over the top.
Switch by Kibu. Inter trying to get back into this game. 1 goal would do it. The foul is called, a free kick for Inter Milan. Santa, the player fouled. Quickly into Balotelli, and he put it high and wide of Petr Cech.
Has to be better than that if they're going to get in the score sheet at all. Into Milan. Set piece from 35 yards out. A little bit wasted. Great atmosphere today in the Rose Bowl. Excellent.
Well, we've seen the World Cup of '94 played here. 1999 Women's World Cup played here. Brandy Chastain's penalty kick winner. It's Brandy's birthday today, by the way. Happy birthday to her. 5 Super Bowls have been played in this stadium. Of course, the Rose Bowl. UCLA plays here. And tonight, World Football Challenge. Here's Essien. Deco. Mikel. Lampard. They're in sync tonight. Deco is trying to get to that ball. Santon pushes it for Zanetti. Meanwhile, Ibrahimovic is taken off the warm-up top by the 4th official now. So we'll be seeing him. Play back. Anelka. Saved by Belic. Again, in Milan, we're waiting for a flag to go up. It did not.
Great save by Belic. And Elka, that ball just bounced up a little bit too high. He's waiting for it to come down. Gives Belic a chance to come out and spread himself big. But again, Anelka finding the space and behind the back line of Inter Milan.
Ibrahimovic and Mancini are ready to come in for Inter Milan. Zanetti will play it across. Santon. Will hold it up. Saturday coverage of MLS continues with the doubleheader. First on ESPN, Chicago travels to Seattle to take on Freddie Montero and the Sounders. That's at 3 Eastern. Then on ESPN2, David Beckham, Landon Donovan lead the Galaxy into Kansas City to play the Wizards at 9 Eastern. Galaxy have won 4 straight games.
Yeah, they've done well. 3 at home, 1 on the road against the Red Bulls. Easily. They were up 3-0 at halftime there. And then a good display against AC Milan in the friendly the other night. Very well played.
2-2 game.
Speed of play. And that's the thing is, you know, you talk about the MLS players. They can play. They're capable of playing at that level. But it has to be initiated by themselves, not just because of the opponent. They have to keep that level high.
The Essien pass to Anelka. Being forced back. Ivanovic with the pass in the middle. Mikel. Lampard. Essien with a pass. Essien from Cole. Deco. They give each other so many options. There was another one with Cole making the good run. Chelsea look like they're in anything but preseason form. Lampard holds, gives it back. Deco may not have been expecting it.
Yeah, it was a tough ball by Lampard. He knows he put his hand up right away to Deco saying sorry, but Inter Milan look like a bunch of individuals right now playing, not collectively as a team like Chelsea is.
Balotelli went down, did not draw the foul. He's protesting now behind the play. Anelka.
Great use of the body there by Anelka. Great strength.
Young Sturridge tried to get it. Cordova ran him down. Played back to Ivan Cordova. Down he goes. He continues upfield. That was Ivanovic on Balotelli. And a yellow card to Ivanovic. That's the second yellow card issued today. Now we will see some subs. Some pretty good ones at that. Malta's coming out. And they recognize him here in Pasadena. Nice ovation for Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Mancini also on. So Mota and Kivu come out. How will that change things?
Well, a little bit more attack, right? The threatening there. Mancini, good ball handler, Brazilian, but Ibrahimovic has got to be the focus right now. Especially even more focus for the back line of Chelsea. Keep their eyes on him. Just the first touch away, but you saw Jose Mourinho actually a little bit earlier. We were able to see him. He was screaming at Mancini to get that ball back in play right away. And he knows that the clock is winding down. Wants to get on the score sheet at least.
Deco pushes it back. Chelsea will keep it with ESPN. Thinking about it from distance. That might have been a better idea, actually. He seemed to have an angle there, a channel.
Should have struck it, but Cambiaso, he read that so well.
Balotelli. Santon. Ibrahimovic. Santon. Looks, shoots. Trying to go far post on Petr Cech. Mancini, though, was wide open on that right side, and they didn't see him.
That's a little bit better from Inter Milan as they exchange passes here. Ibrahimovic lays it back to Santon. Strike not on the frame, but it's better. Petr Cech really hasn't been tested except for that first exchange with Milito. A couple of minutes into the second half, he came up big.
We may see some other changes. In fact, we might see another goalkeeper as well. Turnbull might be coming in for Chelsea.
Now you see for Inter Milan the two leading goal scorers on the field from Serie A last year.
Laid off there. Deco with a shot, stopped by Belic. Could be a big year for Deco, assuming he stays with Chelsea. There were rumors about him going elsewhere. So much talent on the field for these two squads. Even when they go to the bench, they're deep. They're built for league play, cup play, and European play. Anelka with that pass back. A big scramble for it there. Mikel is going to get called for the foul. Ricardo Salazar looks like he's going to the pocket for a card. Let's see.
Patrick Vieira, he went in hard. The ball was a bit away from him. Okay, we take a look at the replay. There's the first tackle from Mikel. Now you see the pulls on the jersey, and how physical challenge right there. Oh, studs came up on his head.
Let's see if there's a card or not. Jose Mourinho looking on, 63rd minute. We're going to see some changes. Petr Cech is coming out. He's going to be replaced by Ross Turnbull. Came from Middlesbrough. on a free transfer. That'll be one change for sure.
Well, again, here's the physical challenges here of Vieira. Mikel, as he steps over there, just catches the top of his head. Patrick Vieira on the ground. Not sure that Salazar saw that.
And Sienna's just come on.
And it didn't look like it was vindictive at all.
And Valenti too. So
there they are, big hugs. That's nice. They understand. Two professionals just going at it. Seems to be fine.
Meanwhile, changes were made. Essien is gone. Ivanovic is gone. Mancien has come into the game. There's the new man, just 24, first year here. Ibrahimovic belongs to Inter Milan. Left there on the side for Ibrahimovic. Sent it into the box. And the bicycle attempt was decent, but over the bar. Deflected for a corner, though. Balotelli with a good effort.
Great defensive play. One of the subs, Mancini, came in. Inter trying to get back on the score sheet here. Needs to be a good ball.
Driven across. Off a foot. Should be cleared, and it is by Deco. 65th minute. All the way back for Zanetti. The World Football Challenge on ESPN is brought to you by Volkswagen. Visit VW.com or your local dealer during the Autobahn for the all-summer event. Telling you to switch it. '66th minute. Inter didn't really test Petr Cech. We'll see if they can get more opportunities against Ross Turnbull, who's in goal. Santo with that pass in the middle. Cambiasso. That's deflected back. Burdisso. Vieira. Balotelli. Santo.
Patrick Vieira asking for that ball back. It's a third runner. Santon waving him off, sorry. But that's what Vieira used to do so well at Arsenal. Great turn.
It was well done until the end. Broken up by Alex. Mikel's pass ahead. Lampard wide for Anelka. 19 goals last year in the Premiership, 25 in total. Cuts to the right foot. Played it back beautifully. Lampard shot wide at Belic. Everything was fine-tuned with precision until that last strike.
Well, it's an excellent play by Nicolas Anelka with the run off the ball. Lampard finding him and getting it back at the top of the 18. There's Belic. He almost caught him. He was cheating a little bit, thinking he was bending it to the far post.
Good opportunity for Belic to get some time. Julio Cesar is their #1 goalkeeper, but he is not there. Ashton Kutcher. Twittering tonight. He's got the most people on Twitter.
You know, you talk about courtside of the Lakers. Yeah. I think he's got a pretty good seat there. I'm not sure if he's going to offer any information to Ancelotti.
Impressive. We should talk about, we had a visitor too at halftime. Bora Milutinovic, your former coach, came by to say hello to you.
Yes, he did. Yep.
Got to say,
be interested to see where Bora is going to be next.
Former coach, I must say, of Iraq, because that contract ended
right after the Confederations Cup, right?
He's no longer the head coach there, but he will find a job, you would think.
He looks great, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
It's always good to see the smiles on him. Great energy, loves the game.
Santa across the way. Mancini. Milito. Caught off there by Chelsea.
Thanks to Bora, we were able to have a lot of confidence in that '94 World Cup and have a great result against Colombia, 2-1. Right here.
Wonder what it was like for him, too. Coming back here, seeing this inside for Anelka. Holding there against 2. Arms down from Inter Milan. For getting called for the handball in the last opportunity. Lampard scored on the penalty kick. And Lampard, the goal scorers this evening, as Chelsea has a 2-0 lead. Spoiling things for the moment for Jose Mourinho. 69th minute. Chelsea up by a pair. For a very strong crowd tonight at the Rose Bowl here in Pasadena. Out wide it goes. Mancini's on the run. Santa for Inter. Makes his move. Blocked by Belletti. Here on the turn has Balotelli with him. Defended by Mancien. Patrick Vieira, wide open. Zanetti from distance. He could shoot from there. He'll get closer. That chip failed at the end. And again, Inter come up empty just when they look good.
Yeah, well, Balotelli's got to do better with that. But look at Nicolas Anelka with the explosion of speed and the counterattack.
And now the patience. Waits for the help. It's Deco on it. Deco's drive! Didn't look like it missed by much from this angle here.
That was a great strike. Anelka just slows it down here. Plenty of numbers back behind the ball with Inter Milan. But look at this from Deco. Excellent. He strikes across the ball. Bending away. Almost trying to get the upper 90. Great strike from Deco. Just goes to show you, he could be any size in the game of soccer and be such a great footballer. He's excellent.
He's listed at 5'9". He may not be that tall.
Well, you look at some of the best players in the world, even in Barcelona, Iniesta, Xavi, all very good, skilled players with great vision and touch. It's all about the first touch.
Balotelli drives high and wide.
You know, even talk about Messi, one of the best players in the world. Balotelli, well, he's not showing that tonight. Some wasted opportunities from him for Inter Milan. But that's what it's about in the preseason, right?
Yeah.
You have to look at these guys and see who's doing well, who mixes in with each other, complementary in this shape. Chelsea's had a great shape tonight. Ancelotti's done well, even in the defensive side of things, to get back numbers behind the ball. Lampard's putting himself all over the field tonight.
Cordoba came back to defend against Sturridge. Inter Milan trying to get out of trouble here. Coverage of the World Football Challenge continues tomorrow and Friday. ESPN tomorrow. Ronaldinho, Pato, and AC Milan facing Pablo Pardo and Club America, who beat this Inter team on Sunday on penalties. Then on ESPN Friday, 8 Eastern, Gucci and Diego, AC Milan taking the field. Sold-out crowd in Baltimore. We'll have it for you at 8 Eastern time. Be interesting one to see Diego in a Milan uniform.
Yeah, well, it looks like he's going to be in Atlanta with the team for sure. Just talked to Lyle Yorks today, Craig Sharon, and they were saying that he wants to play. Yeah, they're the agents, and he wants to play. So you could see him in Baltimore stepping on the field. That'll be exciting.
It's his home area.
Yep. Josie not happy. He's having to go. Not happy.
He's going against his former team. You've done that years with DC United. What was it like when you had to play against them first time?
It becomes harder because you let your emotions sometimes get the better of you. You have to have more discipline and focus on what you're trying to do. Don't get caught up in who's on the other side of the field or in the opposite uniform.
Not easy, right?
No, it's not. It's not easy. Especially when you have such a great fond memories with that team and successes with them.
Harder just the first time? Does it get easier afterwards when you play?
It gets a little bit easier. Yeah. It's a little bit easier. But like you said, if you have successes and the relationships and you build something there, he turned this club around, Jose Mourinho.
For more on that, downstairs, Alan Hopkins.
Well, it's been interesting tonight, guys, watching Jose operate the sideline. You know he wants to win this match, as you mentioned, going up against his former team. He's actually used most of his time to encourage or instruct the young Balotelli. And Balotelli's had a tough match tonight. Alex, John Terry, they've all taken a whack at him at some point, getting under his skin. You can see Mourinho trying to tell him, this is how it's going to be for you if you're going to play for us at this top level. Get used to it, play on. But it's very interesting. I think he's directed quite a bit of his talk tonight, his constructive criticism to his young striker.
Alan, that's a good point, because he's showing a lot of patience in Balotelli, giving him a lot of time out there as Milito takes that shot. It's right at goal, but I would think he sees a lot in Balotelli as a player.
Well, you know, he's the manager. He knows what he's doing. You can't argue with him. It's about building up his confidence and giving the opportunity to make mistakes. So as he goes into the season, then he's more experienced.
Lampard's on the ball. He said he went through the same thing as a younger player, maybe not the same age as the player we were just talking about, but he grew under Mourinho. Deco with the keeper coming out, almost challenging him there. Deco may have shot that one a bit premature. Mancini on the far side, 74th minute. Despite the infusion of offensive talent from players like Milito and Ibrahimovic, Inter still has not looked dangerous this evening.
No, even the ball just into Milito there. You saw Mikel and Ashley Cole close him down quickly. So defensive side of things for Chelsea looking good. Look fit, organized.
This is a Chelsea team, remember, that made very few changes, really 3 changes from last season. They had a good squad, obviously. They finished in 3rd place, won the FA Cup, but they're looking for more now.
They're dominating this game, and look at the scoring opportunities there. They're dominating the stats as well. Possession-wise, good surprise, 51-49. Inter Milan came out a little bit better in the second half, you have to say.
But that's why we downplay that statistic, because Chelsea have been a better team with possession all night.
Right. You know, when we spoke to Ancelotti prior to the tournament, he was saying that he loved the mental attitude of the players, JP, and he's being rewarded with this type of display.
Michael Mancini from distance, that's just wide. And diving Belic, that from the 21-year-old.
You see here as he receives it again, lots of space to take advantage of as he comes forward, picks his head up, wants it. It bends away from the back post, not far off. Mancini.
Looking to make his mark as a young player. These are the opportunities. Ibrahimovic. Let that one be taken away from him. Sturridge to a flying Ashley Cole.
Cole's done well tonight. Very good game. Lots of energy.
Lampard into the box for Sturridge. That's cut off. Cordiso making the play. How good is Cole to you as a left back?
He's done very well. Excellent left back. Good in positioning. Great touch on the ball. Challenges well. Comes forward. And when he does get in the advanced position, he whips a great ball into the box. So everything you can look for in a left back.
Ibrahimovic. He's not sharp here in the second half at all.
Well, I mean, when we talked about the possibility of him switching to Barcelona, I'm sure that a lot of that's been on his mind mentally, just not in it.
From up here, that's the way it looks.
It's also the good play of Chelsea. Yeah. You know, on the defensive.
I'm just looking at him when he receives the ball, the effort that he's making towards it. Not strong in terms of the effort.
What depth, though, when you look at the clubs, both of these clubs here. Again, make so many subs and bring on players that are not just international stars, but also captains of their country. And it's just so competitive out there.
Back towards Ross Turnbull. And we've got an injured player. So Belletti.
Yeah, Ibrahimovic.
What happened to the left hand slash wrist, but he's laboring. In the 78th minute. Well, that's concern for a lot of reasons. If you're keeping him, you obviously don't want him to be hurt. If you're moving him, you don't want him to be hurt. But that just looked like a wrist or hand. But that's significant dollars down there. Whether he plays by staying or goes. You see Sam Hutchinson getting ready to come in as well for Chelsea. 78th minute. Chelsea with a 2-0 lead. Goes by Drogba and then Lampard. Mancien leaves it off. Mikel. Sturridge. Mikel. The look up. Lampard! He didn't miss by too much. He says deflection, was it? That's what he was claiming. Ricardo Salazar says no.
Well, here's the strike, and you see it from Belic's view, just behind the goal. Space here for Frank Lampard. He's asking for it, seeing if he gets it. It looks very close. You'll see it from this angle. Yeah,
that's a deflection.
It is a very, very slight touch on the gloves.
A nice ovation for Ashley Cole. Replaced by young Sam Hutchinson. Meanwhile, Quaresma and Corinne are getting ready to come in for Inter. Balotelli is coming out. A learning experience for him. Quaresma in, Corinne is coming in too. And Cambiaso goes out. You saw Green the other night, played in the second half as a sub against Club America. So a couple more changes. It's really unlimited subs in this competition. On that right side, Mancini across. Ibrahimovic tried but failed. That's certainly in his repertoire. Quaresma. He was broken up. Deco. Got around Zanetti. Anelka wide. Calling for it is Sturridge. Anelka slipped it into the trailing man. But that was too far for Belletti. Mancini. Too far for Ibrahimovic. Mancien lost it. Almost gave away a present to Ibrahimovic.
What does it say about your club, though, Chelsea, when you can take off Drogba and put on Nicolas Anelka? Two great strikers.
Milito. Quaresma. Right-footed shot high and wide of Turnbull.
Well, the final strike has really not been there for many Inter Milan players tonight.
It's really let them down. Magnificent view of this stadium, 81,000 plus. They had over 94 in the men's World Cup final when that went to penalties. Brazil beat Italy. Saw Roberto Baggio put one over the bar in that round of penalty kicks.
It was also about 101 degrees on the pitch. Wasn't it? Very hot.
Yes. At least it's a cool night tonight. Hard challenge by Vieira, and Deco had a push for him.
He and Mikel have been going at it quite a bit. Remember that last challenge, those two physically going at it? Even though they give each other a hug afterwards, well, if the ball's there, it's not going to let them have free time on it. Not going to shy from any tackles at this point.
Out on the far side, here's Deco. Getting in deeper, Sturridge with a shot. High.
Daniel Sturridge looked bright and lively in the friendly against Seattle up in Questfield. Did well getting the early goal.
Ellis clears it Ibrahimovic. Mancini. Ibrahimovic. Zlatan is bumped off the ball. He's going to get a free kick, though.
I disagree with that. I thought it was a clean tackle. He just, he surprised him at Ibrahimovic. He thought he could turn that way. And you saw the tackle there. Mikel coming in. He's shielding a little bit. Caught him from behind a little bit. Okay, I'll give Ricardo that one. Salazar, good call.
Quaresma will take this.
Look at the amount of players in the box. Plenty on the back post.
Quaresma floated it in. Ibrahimovic. Side netting.
Well, it was a deflected ball. Not cleared all the way as it falls to Ibrahimovic at the back post. And a little bit surprised. He snaps at it. Doesn't catch it on target. There's a header again.
Vieira to the left. Santon is in that left back spot now. Started as a right back. Replaced Kibu there when Inter Milan went to the bench. Ibrahimovic, Quaresma trying to cut inside, stays with the ball. Good job in the end. And he put Santon in a difficult spot. He was fouled by Deco. Quaresma bumped down. Free kick again. Inter Milan.
Balletti just overcommitted. Good stuff from Quaresma. The first match against Club America, he was on the wide right, JP. Didn't seem to get involved at all. But tonight on the left, he's drifted inside on his favorite right foot. There's Quaresma right there.
Chelsea have young Franco De Santo up on the bench, right by the fourth official now, as Turnbull positions the wall. Ibrahimovic is ready. The wall isn't. Ibrahimovic with a strike right at goal. And that rebound was covered up by Turnbull.
Plenty of pace from that strike. Turnbull in the right position, though. Good save.
Those horns sound like vuvuzelas to you? When they were taking the free kick.
We're going there again.
Well, the World Cup's coming.
Yeah.
The countdown has begun, but that's what it sounded like as Ibrahimovic was ready to strike.
South Africa. Yeah, there's a few in the stadium.
Pushed upfield, Chelsea in blue.
So many of the players here tonight on display will be representing their countries in the World Cup.
Remember back in 2006, Chelsea had so many players on various teams. Deco was slotted across. Anelka, right-footed shot blocked. It came free. Sturridge. And now finally, Inter Milan will take it over in the 87th minute. Zanetti. Mancini. Milito.
You saw Anelka. Excellent first touch on the ball and pop it up for himself. Now last attempt.
Quaresma was loaned out by Chelsea. It's broken up. Mikel. Sturridge, long run. A bit too far for him. And now we're going to see De Santo come on for Frank Lampard. Outstanding performance for Frank Lampard against his former coach, who he admires so much, Jose Mourinho.
Yeah, he called him a genius. Said he was a great motivator of players. They had a special connection at the club.
deep down happy for Frank Lampard's success, but not tonight.
When you talk about that relationship, and Lampard talked to David Beckham, he was saying that he asked him about Ancelotti, and he said that Ancelotti had such a great relationship with his players. So you go from one coach to even another coach that has so many great qualities, Ancelotti.
Sturridge, 88th minute. All Chelsea on the scoreboard. And really on the field tonight. Deco's pass in the middle. Belletti moves it outside. Deco from distance holds. Nice ball. Mancien. Deco is knocked down. No foul called. Vieira up for Quaresma. Trying to go to the outside. Tackled off by Alex. Good one-on-one defending. It'll be a throw-in for Inter. They'll get it in quick.
Quaresma was sharp tonight, coming on a second-half sub.
He was making things happen as a starter on Sunday against Club America. Córdoba tracks it down. 89th minute. Sartor gives it up to Vieira. Quaresma, good move there, beating Alex, leads it from Milito. Not close enough. It was a straight on. John Terry on the sideline against Milito.
And Milito, a little bit of studs up, trying to block that clearance. He might have caught his foot.
90th minute. Santon, told 3 minutes will be added on. Green from Slovenia will play it right to Mancini. Green. Intended for Ibrahimovic. Green to the back. Santon. And that's a bit too far. He's trying to find Patrick Vieira. We've hit the 90-minute mark. Stoppage time is here for 3 minutes. Deco switches to the left. Hutchinson. De Santo. He looked strong against the Sounders on Sunday, coming in as a second-half sub. That one's blocked and then cleared away by Burdisso. Jose Mourinho struggling here tonight with his team. But look at the other players who have coached for Chelsea. Carlo Ancelotti is now the 4th coach since Mourinho left to take over this team.
You saw Gus hitting, do so well, really lift them back up after Scolari was asked to leave.
They wanted to keep hitting, but he already had to deal with Russia. Otherwise,
well, he
that
enjoyed it.
Isn't open.
He certainly enjoyed it, didn't he?
Yeah.
Stamford Bridge. Another excellent coach. Oh, so quick, isn't he, Anelka?
It's quality on the ball. Mancien. Deco. Inside, chested down, and then put over.
Oh, what a play.
was there.
Franco De Santo will certainly want that opportunity back again, because it all starts with Anelka and his calmness in the corner. But here's Deco. Look at the vision and the weight of the pass. It's perfect. And they beat the offside trap with the late run from De Santo. But the final touch on the ball is not there.
This one goes out of play. Throw in for Chelsea. Deco's done well since coming on. Second half.
Oh,
good possession.
What a player. Excellent player. I mean, he had some injuries last year that set him back. Didn't get a lot of time with Chelsea. But in this preseason, he's looked very strong. Back to his good form. Makes it look so easy. All the best players do.
Green stopped Sturridge. There was a whistle. We didn't hear it. Milan on the ball. Quaresma played that on the wrong side of Milito. Chelsea back on it. Final moments. minute to play. John Terry going the full 90 tonight. Back to Turnbull. Sutton headed it out. Deco on the ball. Seconds left here. All Chelsea tonight. Quality preseason win. Caught up there by Inter Milan. That's going to do it. Good result tonight for Chelsea. Sturridge at the end is hurt. That's one of the things you want to avoid at the end. Jose Mourinho may be hurt a little bit by this loss. Obviously, he wants to win against his former team. Didn't happen tonight. Really wasn't that close.
No, it wasn't really. It was a difficult one for Jose Mourinho and Inter Milan. Chelsea right away getting the early goal, and then it just led to more confidence. The possession of the ball was excellent. They know each other well, don't they?
Great friendships that last over the years, even when you change uniforms, change teams. Meanwhile, it's got to be sweet for Ancelotti. Again, it's only preseason, but I'm sure beating Mourinho with all that was at stake with the emotions tonight, that's big for Ancelotti and his team.
Yeah, you see Drogba there. Ancelotti has to be happy with the result and also the display. Charlize Theron must be happy. I wonder who she's supporting tonight. You saw Will Ferrell. He had the Chelsea strip on.
Yeah.
So
I like the fact she stayed right to the very end.
That's very good.
That's good.
Chelsea's point of view, everything looked good, didn't it? Fluid movement of the ball, the accountability of the players individually. And they're all looking for continuous improvement as they get towards their respective leagues in the Serie A with Inter Milan and in EPL with Chelsea.
We saw them play well against Seattle in the first half. Then they went to all their subs. Didier Drogba, man of the match.
Charlie Solitano, the old Metro Stars GM, who's basically helped put this tournament on, giving Drogba there man of the match.
She's not the only one that enjoyed the game tonight. Everybody got their money's worth this evening. Patrick Vieira in Inter Milan, a tough one. They'll be right back at it, though. They've got more games to play in this tournament. It's a 2-0 victory for Chelsea. You mentioned the early goal. Let's start back with our game recap.
Well, again, when you see guys like Drogba and they have the time and space to face up to goal, they're capable of anything. A little bit of deflection. Didier Drogba. And then at the other end, Sturridge comes on, tries to cross it, handball. Lampard steps up. No doubts about it. Good finish from him. You've seen him so many times at the penalty spot. Very confident. 2-0 Chelsea.
So Drogba and Lampard get the goals in this one. Chelsea with the win. Let's go downstairs. Alan Hopkins.
Thanks, JP. Didier, the game-winning goal. What happened on the first goal of the game?
I turned quick and I was a little bit lucky. You know, there was a deflection, but it's always good to score the first goal, you know, on my first game for preseason.
You saw your old coach across the sidelines. What kind of feelings did you have see Jose Mourinho not in a Chelsea jersey?
It's always nice to see him, you know. He was a big part of Chelsea's success, and now we're going on, you know. We have a new manager now, and we're all happy for him because he won his second game in two, you know, so it's good.
How's the team responding to the new manager, Carlo Ancelotti?
Good. We're working hard. You know, the season is going to start in August, so we're working hard. We want to be ready for the beginning of the season.
John Terry, you expect him to be in a Chelsea jersey?
He is. He's our captain, and we need him. And we know that he's going to stay here with us and win more trophies.
All right, finally, World Cup, Ivory Coast. What are your thoughts early on in qualifying?
We're in a good position, and I hope we'll be in South Africa, you know, for the first World Cup in Africa.
Thanks so much, Didier. Congratulations. Game-winning goal, man of the match. Back to you, JP.
Thanks, Alan. Drogba got that first goal in the 11th minute. In the 50th minute, Frank Lampard scored on a penalty. It was all Chelsea tonight. They get the victory as they began their part in the World Football Challenge. We'll come back and wrap things up. Chelsea gets the victory tonight in this preseason match. 2-0. It's the final score. Drogba and Lampard, the goal scorers, one in each half. That second one was a penalty scored by Frank Lampard. And it will put Chelsea on top of the standings in the World Football Challenge. They've got 5 points, 3 for the win, and they also get 2 bonus points. They played very well tonight.
Very good display from Chelsea, and it'll be interesting to see how this unfolds.
They've got more games to go, and we'll have them for you right here on our network. 2-0 is the final tonight. Chelsea gets the victory. Our next World Football Challenge broadcast tomorrow night. AC Milan taking on Club America in Atlanta. That's at 7 Eastern on ESPN.